They underestimated him. They said he was too young, too innocent, too ordinary to survive in one of the most competitive industries in the world. No one expected that a boy from Busan would grow into a global icon and change the history of K-pop forever. His name is Jungkook, and what happened next shocked the world. Early life and dream. Before the fame, before the lights, Jungkook was just a kid with a dream. Growing up in Busan, he was quiet but determined. Music and performance were not hobbies for him. They were goals. When the opportunity came, he chose to leave everything familiar behind. Family, friends, and comfort were sacrificed for one chance to chase a dream that might never come true. Entering Big Hit. Jungkook entered Big Hit Entertainment at a very young age. At that time, Big Hit was not a powerful company. There were no guarantees, no shortcuts, and no safety net. He trained alongside others who were older, more experienced, and more confident. Yet Jungkook stayed. He watched, learned, and absorbed everything around him, knowing he had to grow faster than anyone else. The weight of being the MAKNA. As the youngest member of BTS, Jungkook carried a heavy role. Expectations were high, but trust was low. Many saw him as just the maknae, someone who followed rather than led. Every mistake he made felt bigger than it should have been. Every success was sometimes dismissed as luck. But behind the scenes, Jungkook felt the pressure deeply and silently promised himself to improve. Being underestimated. In BTS's early days, criticism came easily. Some said Jungkook was only chosen for his looks. Others said his talent was replaceable. Comparisons were constant. Doubts were loud. Yet Jungkook never responded with words. He responded with action. While others talked, he practiced. While others doubted, he trained harder. Obsession with improvement. Jungkook became known for his relentless self-discipline. He repeated vocal exercises until his voice was steady and powerful. He stayed in the practice room long after schedules ended. Dance moves were refined again and again until they felt natural. For Jungkook, being good enough was never enough. He wanted to be better every single day. Internal SDRUGLES. There were moments of exhaustion, moments of self-doubt, moments when the weight of expectations felt unbearable. Jungkook questioned himself in silence, but quitting was never an option. Instead, he turned pressure into fuel. Every criticism became motivation. Every doubt became a reason to prove people wrong. The first signs of change. Slowly, people started to notice something different. Jungkook's vocals became more stable. His stage presence grew stronger. He no longer looked like someone trying to keep up. He looked like someone leading from the front. Fans began to focus on him. Clips of his performances started spreading online. The turning point. Then came the turning point. Jungkook stopped being just the youngest member. He became a key pillar of BTS. His voice carried emotional weight. His performances felt confident and controlled. Each appearance showed growth. The narrative began to shift. The boy who was once underestimated was now impossible to ignore. Viral moments and global attention. Every performance created buzz. Every fancam reached millions. Jungkook's name started trending worldwide. Media outlets began calling him one of the most complete performers of his generation. What once felt impossible was now happening in real time. The world was watching. Global success. As BTS reached global success, Jungkook stood at the center of it all. International stages, award shows, and worldwide recognition followed. Records were broken. Barriers were removed. Jungkook's influence crossed language, culture, and borders. He was no longer just a K-pop idol. He became a global symbol. Solo impact. Beyond group activities, Jungkook proved his individual power. His solo work captured massive attention and achieved global success. Charts reflected what fans already knew. Jungkook was not dependent on hype. His talent stood on its own. Why Jungkook stands out. What truly separates Jungkook from others is not just skill. It is consistency. It is discipline. It is humility. Despite fame and success, he remains grounded. He acknowledges his fans. He credits his team. He never forgets where he started. Connection with fans. Jungkook's bond with fans feels genuine. He speaks honestly. He shows vulnerability. Fans do not just admire him, they trust him. They see a human being behind the fame, someone who struggled, grew, and stayed sincere. Lessons from his journey. Jungkook's journey teaches a powerful lesson. Talent alone is not enough. Dreams demand sacrifice. Success requires patience. And being underestimated does not define your future. How you respond to it does. Final reflection. From a young boy leaving home with uncertainty to a global icon admired by millions, Jungkook's story is proof that dedication changes destiny. He was doubted. He was underestimated. But he never stopped believing in himself. Emotional ending plus CTA. If Jungkook's story inspires you, remember this. Being underestimated is not the end. Being doubted is not failure. As long as you keep moving forward, the world will eventually listen. If you believe in dreams and hard work without giving up, like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs motivation today. Jungkook proved that even the smallest dream can shake the world. Success never came easily to Jungkook. Behind every stage was sacrifice. While others his age lived normal lives, Jungkook spent his teenage years inside practice rooms. Birthdays passed quietly. Holidays were missed. He watched friends grow up through screens while he chased perfection in silence. These sacrifices were invisible to the public, but they shaped his discipline. Fear of failure. There were nights when Jungkook questioned everything. He worried about disappointing his family. He feared becoming a burden to his team. The thought of failure haunted him, but instead of running away, he faced those fears head-on. Each fear became motivation. Each doubt pushed him to work harder than the day before. Pressure of expectations. As BTS gained attention, pressure increased. Jungkook was no longer judged as a trainee. He was judged as a symbol. Fans expected perfection. Critics waited for mistakes. One wrong note could become headlines. Yet Jungkook learned control. He learned how to turn anxiety into focus and pressure into power. Growth as an artist. Jungkook did not limit himself to singing and dancing. He studied production. He learned how music is built from the ground up. He explored different genres. This curiosity allowed him to grow not just as an idol, but as an artist. His performances gained depth. His music gained identity. Moments that changed perception. Certain performances changed how people saw Jungkook. Live stages where his vocals were flawless. Emotional moments where his voice carried pain and sincerity. These moments were not accidents. They were results of years of preparation. Slowly, disbelief turned into respect. Worldwide recognition. International artists noticed him. Industry professionals praised his work ethic. Jungkook's name appeared in conversations beyond K-pop. He became proof that dedication transcends language and culture. What began as a local dream turned into global recognition. Humility and success. Despite everything he achieved, Jungkook never acted superior. He bowed deeply. He thanked fans sincerely. He credited his members constantly. Success did not harden him. It softened him. And that humility made people respect him even more. The legacy he is building. Jungkook is not just collecting achievements. He is building a legacy of discipline, of growth, of perseverance. Young artists look at his journey and see possibility. They see that being underestimated does not mean being weak. Message to the viewer. Jungkook's journey is a mirror for anyone chasing a dream. You may feel unseen. You may feel underestimated. But that does not define your ending. Your consistency does. Your patience does. Your refusal to quit does. Extended emotional closing. From a quiet boy with uncertainty in his heart to a global figure respected by millions, Jungkook's story is still being written. He continues to grow. He continues to learn. And his journey reminds us that greatness is built quietly, long before the world starts watching.